Welcome to your daily focus for June the 21st, 2016. My name is Tilly and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, wow, thank you so much for all of the support you give me, the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Truly, you guys rock. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, let's get to the cards. We have really incredible cards, actually, I think, today. We start with the Seven of Coins. Now, the Seven of Coins is, what are we cultivating? What are we working towards? How does our energy that we put forth today in our communication, in our actions, reflect what we want to walk into tomorrow? And right next to it is the Emperor, so the planner. Okay, now the Emperor doesn't hope that something will manifest. He doesn't hope that a dream will come true. He knows it will. And that's what I love about the Emperor's strength when he shows up in a reading. Because when we have the Emperor's strength, especially looking right at what are we cultivating, it's like the Emperor's energy, we can look at what we are doing, the baby steps we are trying to take, what we are trying to master. Also, the Emperor will point out the things that are holding us back, weighing us down, things that don't belong. Remember, Mars is still in retrograde and will be for, I think, all of this week still. So it's okay to not feel that strong determination going forward yet. It's okay to still be in the planning stages. It's okay to still look at what needs to be let go of. We don't want to carry extra baggage with us going forward. Absolutely not. And I think the Emperor is there. You know, when we look at what are we cultivating, you know, I'm thinking positive of what we are doing today to step into our tomorrow. But it very well could be, what are we doing today to hinder ourselves, to hold ourselves back, to put up roadblocks, to build walls that we can't go forward? And then we have the Four of Coins. So this is very much about maybe building a wall. Maybe not doing it for the right reason. Okay, he looks very greedy here, doesn't he? Also, you know, beware that you may be wanting to lay out ultimatums today. It's my way or the highway kind of attitude. It's my dreams, it's my goals, it's my desires that matter. And they do matter. Don't get me wrong. They do matter. But you want people to support you. You want people to be there to help you, to love you, to encourage you. With this energy, you know, we could be doing things for the wrong reason. Not to grow compassion and love and happiness and joy in our life, but to get the best prize, to win the pot. And sometimes with this energy, we don't really care how we do it, just as long as it gets done that way. And it isn't sustainable. It's not long lasting. So be careful about the actions that you do today when it comes to throwing out ultimatums, being greedy, maybe being greedy with your time or with your love, with your energy. Maybe it's a day when we need to let down our guard a little bit and have a little bit of compassion for somebody in our life, to reach out a hand to them. Because the rewards from something like that are immeasurable when they come back. We also have 33, illusion. Now, threes are creative energy. So, in that sense, it's beautiful. But we have illusion here, and 3 plus 3 is 6. Now, 6 is parental, the loving, the caring. Well, we don't want to set up an illusion that we care for somebody that we really don't. We don't want to set the stage for that. But we also have to be worried or concerned, or at least have our guard up for people that are trying to use us in some way. Portraying this energy. maybe being nice to us in some way, hoping that we will help them, telling us that there's a piece of the pie for us when there really isn't. Pulling the wool over one's eyes, misdirecting somebody intentionally. So be careful that you're not being misdirected today. Be careful that you are not being led astray in some way. And it will seem probably like good intentions because it's illusion. And I would think that it is people that are closest to you that will do this today. It won't be somebody out of the blue. It'll be somebody probably close, a loved one. And maybe they're not even thinking of harming you in some way. Maybe they think they are going to give you a piece of the pie. And then they have second thoughts. Because we have to remember that we know this energy is around, but do they know this energy is around? So be on the lookout for people that are trying to put on obligations and responsibilities onto your path today. Weigh you down in some way that you can't go forward in the way you want. But I think the most important cards are the first two. What are we cultivating, and what is the plan that we are putting forth? What are we masterminding? What are we seeing needs to be in our life? What do we see needs to dissipate in our life? It could be a habit. It could be the way we have been thinking and processing things. So today we could come to some beautiful conclusions of something that we always thought was okay in our lives, and we realize that it's weighing us down in some way. It's pulling us back in some way. It's not allowing us to go forward. So what are we cultivating? Through our actions, through our words, through our communication, through our friendships, through our situations. And are we really putting ourselves on a path that is forward moving? Now let's get our higher intuition going here. I've just decided to stay with the buck because they do such a great job with this deck. So we have the Emperor's energy, so that's strong, that's determined. So that's beautiful to have, especially when we are looking at what we do in our daily routines, what is needed in our daily routines, what needs to be taken away out of our daily routines. Where are we putting energy that, it just spins our wheels. It doesn't bring us any farther forward. It hinders us in some way. It builds walls. It could be a bad habit. It could just be negative thinking. It could be a certain action. It could be taking care of other people's responsibilities and obligations rather than our own. We have the ladybugs back. Tangled wishes. I like the story of the ladybug in this. I wasn't aware of that story. So our keywords for today is ask for assistance, healing, angels, path, and manifest. Ask for assistance. That could very well be an illusion. Okay, because it is the parental, it is loving energy, it is helpful energy, it is caring and compassion for our fellow neighbor, friend, man, woman. And so ask for assistance. We might be under the illusion that we can do it all on our own, that we don't need any help, that we don't need anybody's interference. It's not interference. It's a helping hand. So I saw that and I thought, ask for assistance. Healing, angels, path, and manifest. Crying is all right in its own way while it lasts, but you have to stop sooner or later, and then you still have to decide what to do. So it's okay to feel your emotions. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be angry. But you can't stay in that moment. You have to move forward. You have to allow yourself that time. You can't, it's actually very detrimental to hide that emotion, to put on that fake smile. You need to address why you are sad. Let the tears flow. That's healing. The ladybug originated in Europe during the Middle Ages when insects were destroying crops. Legend says that Catholic farmers prayed to the Virgin Mary for help, and it wasn't long before ladybugs appeared and ate the pests that were destroying the crops. The farmers referred to the bugs as the beetles of Our Lady, with its red wings representing the Virgin Mary, a cloak, and the black spots her joys and sorrows. So the message with the ladybug is to let go, ask for help, and accept that help. We receive messages frequently, but are often too stressed out, too contained within our own grief, are just too stubborn to see the messages between the worlds. Whether you have experienced a death, a divorce, a breakup, or just feel as if you have lost your life purpose, it's so easy to get caught up in the negative. The smog only gets deeper and deeper the longer you allow yourself to sit within it. How do you get out of the smog? Sit and just be. So many times when we are experiencing a loss, we are afraid of going within our own mind and actually grieving. It's okay to grieve. It doesn't mean that you are weak. It makes you human, and it's part of the healing process. It's also all right for you to seek assistance from those who can help. Know that angels, spirit guides, animal guides, and those here on this earthly plane are ready and willing to assist you. You just have to make the first move. Just like Christmas lights, our life wishes can be tangled up in a mess. Step by step, with patience and perseverance, you can untangle your wishes into something actual and real. So, untangling our wishes into something actual and real is really the Emperor's energy, isn't it? Your path may be a tangled mess now, but you have to believe, because sitting there sulking in sadness won't help you get to where you want. It is time now for you to dream. It is time to manifest your goals and be clear on your wishes. So, stay positive. And if you're going through sad times, then allow those tears to flow, but don't stay there. Give yourself that time. But then think about your plans forward. What you want to manifest. Who you want to become. That's so much with the first two cards, isn't it? So what are you cultivating? What are your plans? What are your visions of tomorrow? We just came off of a full moon in Sagittarius. It's now moved to Capricorn, so we are starting to look at the plan. We are starting to get realistic about our goals, our dreams, our desires. And it's still a full moon. So isn't that wonderful and special? Because it illuminates the plan. It shows us where we really need to concentrate. It shows us, it shines a light on the imperfections of the plan and how to write it and how to strengthen it and how to grow into it. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.